All right, we are back for Orange Italy 16. We start off with some tech. Right here, we're looking for an 8 for, I don't know why this says improved construction, but whatever. It's just going to be for the long-range aircraft. 8 plus. That's a 1. Moving on to the buy. We have a lend-lease of a mechanized infantry. As a note, there was a housekeeping issue. I had just left my bank at 10, even though I only earned 5 last turn and had spent it all, so I brought myself down to 5. That's reminding me that there was another housekeeping issue, so let me go check that real quick. Major FOE says no ships on Anzac lines, so I think I missed 2 IPP. Let's check the Anzac lines. I guess the Anzac line only goes to here and then stops. Yeah, and so it should just be this. And I think that's the only line. And so it looks like it is indeed not on there. I am going to go add 2 to Australia's bank. I don't know if that already got added. It sounds like they didn't. And so I'll just add that to the bank. Let me see what their income is, just to see. I mean, I don't know what to, I can't verify this right now, but I'll just add the 2. So anybody watching that, if that was incorrect, I apologize. But I will add the 2 to Australia. Perhaps they've been saving. Okay, 1, 2 for Australia. Great. Let's get into it. So for the Italian turn, combat. We do have some combat. Some very interesting combat, potentially. This is not it. Was trying to decide if I want to go into, just move my guys into Nubia here. Get out of a mountain. We go into a desert. I believe desert's basically the same as a mountain. We'll lose a militia. I think maybe it's like an attack into a river, it looks like. But we would lose that militia. I think we're just going to sit here. You know, that could even be intentional. Maybe he wants his guys closer and not stuck in Eritrea. Yeah, so we'll just stay in Eritrea. That's fine. What we are going to do here is attempt an elaborate landing at Gibraltar. And so what that's going to look like is this TAC bomber is going to hit this, and using the screening force rules and all that. Again, let me know if I'm doing anything incorrectly. We are also going to be trying to move these dudes through there. And so I think if it doesn't work, if this bomber gets killed and the TBD is still alive, my guys just stop in this zone and just go back into port, basically. And we're very embarrassed. Hopefully that doesn't happen. But assuming so, they will then continue. They will have taken 2 Marines on this boat and 2 men. Whoop, it's not locked. Who did that? Pardon me. 2 men on this boat. They will be met by, and so this will not be part of that screening action, the 2 fighters coming this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sicily would have to be the landing spot, which we fortunately still hold somehow. There's a seaplane hangar here. I see no reason why these seaplanes would not scramble. So I'm not going to ask, I'm not going to wait. If that is done erroneously and we want to do something different, let me know and I can re-roll the combat or, do whatever we got to do. So there will be a fighter v seaplane combat in which the seaplanes can only hit transports. So quite dicey for me. Assuming we get through that with some remaining landing forces, we then have a coastal artillery shot, which let me actually bone up on the rules for that. I think the way that's going to work is that they're going to be up to 3 shots. Each coastal artillery gets 1 first strike defense roll at 3 per attacking ship, shore bombarding, or unloading units. Okay, so there will be a first strike, not that it particularly seems to matter, roll at these transports, whichever ones survive, if any, by this. And then finally, although there are no units in here, the fort will get 2 first strike shots. Now those can hit the fighters, and so maybe in that eventuality. Anyway, a lot of stuff. It's gonna be crazy. But let's get into it. So we're gonna sit here. We're gonna do this. So we're gonna do all this. Okay. So I need to get some dice. Let me go get some dice. Grab 4. None of these are particularly big, so we'll just roll everything together. Okay, so first of all, oh, and I guess there's a thing here, which is that the fighters must be declared attacking. And so they are attacking here. There's some weird turn order or like order stuff here. So the fighters are attacking. They are declaring an attack against Gibraltar. And so one immediate question I have is just, when does the scramble get declared? Does it have to get declared right then? I'm going to check that real quick. Give me one moment. Special abilities, first running combat, scrambling into combat. Airbase is allowed a lot of seaplane. Enemy units present after the combat phase. First running combat. I'm just not going to worry about this. First of all, it doesn't matter unless this fails, because otherwise the transports would be there. My basic question is like whether the seaplanes would want to not scramble if the fighters are going in on their own attack. I think they probably would still want to. Actually, I don't even know. We'll see how it works. If it matters, we'll deal with it then. Plus, it'll be easy to housekeep. Okay, cool. So we're gonna roll this first. All right. So I've got a 7 with target select on the small roll, and then he's got a 2. A 2, right? Let's make sure that's a 2. TBDs, 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 and that is a TBD, correct? That is a TBD. All right, so we got a 7. We have missed because we need to roll under a 7. Okay, let's roll the TBD. It's a 2. It's a miss. 7 for the tack. Miss. 2 for the TBD. Miss. 7 for the tack. We hit. Okay, cool. Let's see if he gets it back. I think regardless, we'll be fine to move through. There it is. Okay, cool. We're going to delete these. Boom. Valiantly fought. My ability to roll 2s, it was on hold for a while, but it's back. Okay. So the transports go through this area and are able to proceed with the landing. So we will move into that. So now we're going to have a combat between the fighters, which are shooting the seaplanes, and the seaplanes, which are shooting at the transports. Just as a note, the Marines are on one transport in an attempt to kind of shield them a little bit. So we'll see how this goes. Not that the Marines actually matters, since they're not going to be fighting any land units, but we will see. Okay, so we're going to roll for 2 fighters at 6s against the seaplanes. 2 hits. Wonderful. Okay, so they are both hit. And let's see if the transports live for now. One of them goes down. Okay. Boom, boom, boom. Now, not a complete disaster in that, the coastal artillery would be shooting at both of them. Now it's just shooting at one of them, I think. Let me see this, actually. Maybe let me make sure it's up to one, shots per. Yes, 1 roll per attacking ship. So yeah, kind of like the AAA. Great. So we will roll that 3 for that to see if this proceeds. Okay, so these guys are dead. My transport is dead, and we're rolling a 3 for the remaining transport. He lives! All right. The transport is here. The Marines are going in. They hit this very thinly manned fortification. The rock is held by clerks, but it is still the rock. Great. So you get. So my guys will take it automatically, but you are getting two 5+ first strikes. So I believe I will be taking it. The question is, do I lose fighters? Let's see here. Okay, so we're gonna roll 2 5 first strikes. Let me actually just make doubly sure that these are 5s. It's been a while since I actually attacked a fortification. 5 2 first strikes. Yep. Rolling. 1 hits. Great. We will take 1 Marine, and the other will go in. I need to check what happens to this U.S. transport now. Also need to find an Italian control marker somewhere. No income changes. I think coastal artillery will die. It's removed if it's captured. I think the fort will also die. See, removed if the zone is captured. Okay, so let's try and. Hello. Sorry, somebody just walked up. Okay, let me get these things deleted. God, is this? Are these all locked? Okay. Am I able to just delete these anyway? Yes, okay, perfect. So weird seeing this thing without its fort. Great, okay. We've taken it. Let me see what... Support, capture, ships. Man, I don't know where the rules are for that. Give me 1 second. If I can't find it quickly, we will just resolve it in housekeeping. I think there's some sort of rule where it either dies or capture it, but maybe I'm thinking about something else. Combat phase, land combat, blitz, attrition, port attacks, carpet bomb, naval combat. Oh, amphibious assault, combat aftermath, liberation, capturing. Nope. Import. Let me go look for import. If it's attacked, roll a d12 for each ship in the place units phase. Refer to 12.6. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, 1 through 9, it's going to be scuttled. 10 through 12, it's captured. Okay, so 10 through 12, it's captured. Ooh, baby! Okay, we did it. And we're going to be going into port here as well, so I will... Our transport. Let's do this. Okay. These guys got to land here. That's it. We're done. So strange seeing that without a fort. Okay. I think that's it. I don't... Oh, non-combat. Great. So yeah, these guys got to land here. Since I've, for some reason, continued rolling on construction rather than long-range air. Okay. Fortunately, I think they might be decently safe. Not really sure what could go hit them. Suppose some planes could go attack them, but, you know, have at it. There's no transports around, so that's pretty cool. Yeah, I mean, I already declared these guys are staying there, so they're staying there. There's no combat, no non-combat there, but what we are going to be doing is reinforcing the Germans now that the threat to the homeland has abated. We're going to take 2 of these. Should I be sending AAA? I feel like I probably should. Just 1 AAA? I don't know. Seems. I'm going to send no AAAs just because Kaiser could send his if he wants. Kaiser, German player, if you want to housekeep this and I send you something else, I'm fine with that. But assuming other people are. But for now, I'm just gonna keep it simple, and we'll move some dudes. Yeah, we'll do it this way. These guys will head out to Romania. Great. Okay. Again, I don't even know if there's any landing threat at this point, but we should probably try and shuffle some stuff. I almost want to try and move this motorized in AAA somewhere, but we got mountains around us, so we're not moving anywhere quick. So let's just try and maybe even this out a little bit. And honestly, actually, it looks pretty fine. Just these militia, staying where they're staying. Well, we got 8, 9, 10, 3, 6, 7. Well, we got a fort here. We need all that. Move another guy over, just like that. Seems fine. That doesn't seem fine. Go. Yeah, I mean, what's the worst that can happen? Oh, there is a U.S. airborne here. Where the hell is that air transport? I really wish there was a search key sometimes. Medium bomber. Where the hell did that guy come from? I don't know. Oh, he's here. Sure. Yeah, so that guy's not going anywhere. You're going to do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2. Oh, he's here. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, that's fine. Okay. I think that's it. I think we're good. So I also lend-leased. So I'm still at 5, right? Ooh, I believe I'll get my bonus income. No Italians or no Allied surface warships. Ooh, sadly, I believe a coastal defense ship counts. So those guys, yeah. So I'm not going to take my 2. I'll check to make sure. I see no reason why those guys wouldn't count. Cool. So unfortunately, I will not get my 2. I will get 1 extra because I'm only spending 4 on leasing this German mechanized infantry. So I will go up to 6 saved IPs, and then I will go put this in East Germany. Take a quick look back to think about whether I did this all right. Okay, so that worked. I think that should work. Again, the ship is gone. Let's see why my guys couldn't move through. Let me know if I've done that incorrectly. The plane did die. The seaplanes hit once, so 1 transport did die. We had 2 more guys going in. The coastal artillery missed. And then the fortification hit once. I've got Marines, so I just took 1 of them. The other one goes in. Could have lost a fighter instead. I think we're fine just with 1 guy there, though. Again, there's any sort of major landing threat. I guess these guys are here, but yeah. We'll see. What could they potentially pick up? Unless these guys are alive, they can come get this. That's a militia. That's a militia. That's a militia. They can come get this tank. It's not ideal. Assuming they're still alive. Yeah, I mean, I've already done it. I'm just gonna leave it. I'll keep my 2 fighters. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, cool. We're gonna save it there. Thanks, everyone.